I'm trying to think of a topic. What happened recently, Par? What's been happening out there in the world?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. Like, I feel like there's, I mean, the news, the same old news is still same old. Oh, I mean, election wise, like that, there's some funny not funny, but like harsh realities of like, I mean, we could
Was
say
Joe
it
Biden
together.
dying?
Well, I mean, we could say it together. Who's gonna 2024? Who's winning, right? Like, we're probably in agreement.
Oh, isn't it just like Biden and Trump right now? I think they're
Yeah,
the
and
only two main ones that are running for election,
yeah, and it's like a
which is
hundred
kind of
percent.
crazy. Like,
Yeah, the
y-
it's like,
you think there'd be
it,
more candidates?
yeah,
That's
no,
kind of
it's
nuts.
sadder because it's like Trump is like I told my family the other day. So it was funny. I forget who said it, but they were like, Joe Biden is the reason why Donald Trump will be elected. And then I said to somebody, I forget where, but I was saying like, if Donald Trump gets arrested, like gets like prison sentence, whatever, he's 100% gonna become the president. Like, I'll vote for him if he gets like in, because the all of this is going on. I don't think he's, I forget if he's been to the debates recently or whatever, but I'm pretty sure he has the ongoing trial. And I'm looking at the coverage for it. I'm just like, this is just, he doesn't even need to do a political campaign. Like, this is his political campaign, like him going through a like an OJ Simpson esque like court hearing. And then yeah, even if he gets arrested, that doesn't stop him from getting voted as the president. That's the crazy part. You could be arrested, imprisoned, and still become the US president. The only like federal position that you can't do that with is the Speaker of the House, which is like a great stipulation there, founding fathers. Thank you for that one. But like, I sat there and thought about it. I was like, yeah, no, if he gets like whatever 50 years to life, that's 100% his ticket to become president. And then once he's president, he just pardons himself.
I mean, he's
And
gonna win if nobody else runs. That's just like the bottom line.
yeah, yeah. It's just like the various he has so many cherries on top. Like, he's facing Joe Biden. Joe Biden's screwing up right now, but that's not even the reason why to not vote
And
for
then
Joe
most of the
Biden.
Republican candidates are signing over to Donald Trump. They're like, yeah, we're not beating him.
Yeah.
Let's just endorse him instead. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's kind of how it is.
It's not even like it's not it's like can't beat them, join them. It's like can't beat them, and if we try to, we'll get beat. Like, into the
Yeah,
ground with memes. Like, everybody's gonna get memed on so hard.
it's I, man, that's what I'm saying. We need to go back to the like whole mindset where the president should just be the strongest person on in America.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Because
Like,
right now, like nobody can really run. Like if we had a friend, let's say he's like 40, 42 years old, because the freaking limit's like 35, right?
yeah,
You have to be at
35.
least 35.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say we have a friend, 42 years old, super smart guy. He loves America, whatever. And he wants to run for presidency. He can't, really.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Like,
can't.
he just straight up cannot run. But if we switch the model to just having a competition between the world's strongest men, he could probably run.
It should be a triathlon at minimum. You know what I mean? Like not like
Yeah.
running, biking, swimming, but like speaking, punching, and
A gun
something
range.
else. So, yeah, anything. You know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah.
make it a decathlon or whatever.
That'd be kind
Yeah,
of
I mean,
cool.
at the end of the day, like, technically this is a decathlon because like doing the whole press tour, not press tour,
Laser tag, but with real
laser tag
guns.
is with. So then it's not laser. Wait, what? How are you gonna say
I
laser
mean, it's
tag?
laser tag still, but just with real guns.
So like, do they just use the laser point, or are they
No, no,
shooting?
no. It's like the Hunger Games.
They played laser tag, but with real guns in the Hunger Games. I thought she had a bow and arrow.
Well, in the I mean, like Battle Royale is what I meant.
Okay. I think we're
Yeah.
on the same page. But yeah, like, essentially, it's like, we just have them walk around and speak. Like, any old kook can do that. We have planes, trains, and cars. Like, how about something like, have you seen this? Oh, this one was crazy too, because this was actually a long time ago. This is before the Hawaii news, I'm pretty sure. Um, apparently yearly, I think people get on like rowboats from like Oregon or California and they rowboat to Hawaii. Like no GPS, like nothing. They just this like four dudes in a canoe and they do and every year they do it. And I think like this year they broke the record. Like I think it was like four dudes outbeat like 12, like, so there's no limit to your crew size, but obviously it makes sense that there's like if you have 12 people, like maybe you're making it out better, but like I think four dudes night, like you don't get any breaks. It's just 20 days straight of just rowing to Hawaii. And like
Yeah.
they have to plan out their course for like the waves and the wind, so they curve, so they go straight off of like Oregon, but they allowed like the Coriolis effect to bend them towards Hawaii. and and I'm like, maybe we should have the president like that guy, the determination to just be rowing for 20 days. That's I'd vote for that, you know what I mean? That's kind of crazy and impressive. And no GPS, like no help. All they get is like hey, like to if you're about to die, call us or some shit. Like I don't think they even give them weather reports. Like they're out there canoeing in like torrential downpour in waves and shit, and they made it to Hawaii. And I'm pretty sure they made it to Hawaii and then Hawaii burned down. So it was
I think, yeah, no, I think they're just bad luck then, right? They're like
yeah,
a
yeah,
natural disaster.
yeah. And but it's like going back to the point, like that should be one of the events in the presidential race. Like why is it called a presidential race? They're not racing, you know what I mean? Like let's make it a race. Let's add racing to it. They have to row to Puerto Rico or some shit, you know?
No, see, rowing is kind of lame though.
What? Rowing is not,
Rowing is super
no.
lame.
No, it's a full body. Okay, okay, you lost
Yeah, it's a full
everybody.
body sport. Yeah, yeah, it works out the whole body, but it doesn't look cool though. Like nobody looks at some dude rowing
Do you
or
think
some girl
Vikings
that's
are
rowing like,
lame?
wow,
You
that's
think Vikings are lame? Vikings are all rowing.
Vikings are really cool. But let
Yeah,
me tell
they
you, they're
all
only cool
row.
when they're on land. Who gives a fuck?
What do you mean? Wait, no.
Just
Vikings
because
are
I think they're cool doesn't mean I have to think everything in their life is cool though.
they okay, hold on. Vikings rowing is kind of sick. Come on. That's like teamwork. It's like that's
Yeah,
the
it's
hardest part. That's why
fine.
they were so strong. It's because they rowed.
The rowing
Like
is fine. Like I'm not saying the rowing doesn't benefit human bodies. Like it does.
yeah,
It
but
just
saying
doesn't
it's
look cool though.
lame is
Yeah, it's
kind of
lame.
no, it's not lame. That's
It's lame.
rude. That come
It's lame.
on.
It's not
Okay,
rude. How's that rude?
like are you saying visually lame or like the act of rowing is lame?
It's visually lame.
Like
Okay, let's say you are on a coast. You're like, oh man, you're waiting for the presidential candidate to arrive. You see him over the horizon, just miles and miles out, and you're like, woo! And then you just stand there for, let's say, 2 hours watching him just.
well, you got to throw your legs into it. You got to do the whole cuz then it's not if you're doing this, yeah, like whatever, but if you're going like like you know what I mean? Like if you're impressive, then you're
Okay,
impressive
yeah,
rowing.
let's say he's doing that then. It's still not a visually cool thing to look at or watch.
The only part where
There's a
I'll meet
reason why
you,
rowing it isn't on the telly every Sunday.
well, you know it is. It is. I watch it.
The one person who keeps them in business then. Godspeed to you, Par.
Nah, like I forget when it was, but like at some point in the year, I was able to watch it like on Twitch or YouTube or something. I
Yeah.
put that on. It was interesting. It was always really interesting when like one person made a mistake, because it's like if is basically if one person messes up rowing one time, then the entire team loses. I'm like, damn, that's fucking rough. But like, the only place I'll meet you is there is truth to what you're saying in the part where it's like, I'm thinking like a romantic date, right? Like you go on a gondola or some shit. Like it's not like you're rowing. Like if you're rowing, then it's not romantic anymore, right? That's why you have like another person doing the rowing, and then you're like whining and dining a girl. But like imagine whining and dining the girl while rowing. Like you can't do that, right? So like I could see, and then like also like even if you weren't whining and dining, it's like, oh, we gotta go over there, and then like let me hop in, and then you're just like, ooh, and the girl's like, so how's your day? And you're like, oh, give me you know what I mean? Like then it's a little lame. I could see that, but like in general, it's not lame. It as a presidential feat, like, you know, I think I think there's a lot of things that aren't like visually cool.
So you think if you put rowing on a presidential candidate's resume, you think people would be like, "Wow, that guy is awesome."
Okay, when you say okay, no, not just rowing, okay? Rowing to Hawaii over 20 days straight. Because the thing is, they didn't show us the people rowing. The person that I saw covering it, she just showed us dots on a map moving, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy, you know? Like I didn't even need to see them doing the
Even base level, you're like, "Whoa, dots on a map, that's huge."
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh my
can't do
god.
that. Can you
That's
do that? I
hilarious.
can't be a dot. I can't be
I
going.
see. I hate that. I hate that mindset. Like, if you can't do it, you can't judge. I mean, I know you're not saying that, but I hate that mindset in general because it's like, nah, dude, it's just late. Why would I do that? Why would
No,
I row to
okay,
Hawaii?
yeah, but that's impressive for humanity. Like,
No,
you know what I mean?
it's impressive, but it's not cool.
I think the line between impressive and cool is not as wide as I think impressive. Like half of impressiveness is kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like if something's impressive, it can be kind of cool. You know,
There's a guy that can shit in the toilet, scoop it out with his bare hands, and then swallow everything he just put down there. That's impressive. It's not cool
that's
though.
wait, no, that's not impressive.
That is
Why is that
impressive.
impressive? Why is that impressive? Hold on,
Can
hold
you
on.
can you do that?
I don't know if okay, hold on. Impressive definition. Let's see. Okay, see, it's evoking admiration through size, quality, or skill. I'm not admiring some guy who's swallowing barehanded
It's
shit from
skill
his.
though. It's skill.
Yeah, but you're not admiring it. You know what I mean? I'm admiring the fact that
Oh,
humans
if that is
can.
the literal definition of impressive, then I don't think rowing is impressive. I'm not admiring those guys.
You're not admiring like okay, you go fishing, right? Not everyone's gonna admire that, right? But like I would say that like if a dude caught like a 50-foot fish, that's pretty admirable, regardless if you think fishing is cool. You know what I mean? Like, yes, rowing on in general, like me and you going down to the fucking river and rowing, we're not gonna be like, oh, we're the fucking coolest dudes. But now, if someone came back and like we rowed across the river and they're like, I rowed to Hawaii, that's admirable. That's impressive. Not
No.
scooping shit out of the toilet. That's not the same. That's not an equivalent here. It's not even close. Like I feel like it's the same thing like running, right? Like none of the fucking people look cool when you see the side view. It's like, oh, whatever, they're running, but it's admirable on a human like base level that like, oh shit, he just ran like my entire house width in like 4 seconds. Like that's fucking crazy. Or like he ran to the grocery store in the time that it would take me 10 minutes, he did it in 4 seconds. Like there's certain base level things that are admirable that like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I feel like rowing to Hawaii barehanded is kind of sick. Like we should okay, here okay. Let's get move away from the rowing thing, but how about this? We drop them on uninhabited islands. Oh, not together, and they survive there for like 20 days.
What's on the island?
I mean, it's just like I mean, they all get like there's like animals and like deadly animals and water, like, but they have to just live there for 20 days. Is that admirable? That's
Sure.
impressive.
That's
Is it?
that's okay.
Yeah, that's a cool one, right?
Um Depends.
Wait, hold on. What was this?
Like on
Depends.
Naked and Afraid, I'm like, wow, that's awesome. I can't do that obviously, but
Yeah.
like if we're talking about like somebody who's gonna like lead the world, like a president, be like whatever.
Okay, so then what would you put in this decathlon, triathlon?
Wrestle the bear with their bare hands.
Okay, so you just want everyone to die. No, no one's winning that. Who's
You don't
winning
know that.
Who? Shaq isn't even winning
Putin.
this. Putin isn't winning this.
No, he
Putin's
has. He's on record. He's taken down mini bears, but with his bare hands.
Yeah, the ones that he's raised, these bears have Stockholm syndrome. Like his fucking stupid ass. Isn't he like 5'6" and has a beer belly? Like my man's not fighting a bear.
Hey, you don't know that. You don't know how strong he is deep down. It's all about inner strength, Par.
Yeah, and that's what I've been saying, and you're like, nah. The mental fortitude of rowing 20 days straight to Hawaii is that inner strength is lame.
It's impressive, but it's not cool. And I will stand by that.
I need
rowing is not like, dude. If somebody said they're a professional rower, I'd be like, yay.
If they were
What's
a professional rower and they said that, I would immediately put
like, you immediately
No,
like get on your knees. You're like, okay, let's whip it out.
No, I said and I've done this. Someone I met I forget. I think it was was it LA? No, I forget where. Someone said that they were like do like rowing professionally. I immediately put a step back, not because it's grossed out, but because that means that they're insanely strong and like very like it's low key.
That's
like
so good.
Like
I'm sorry, so you're too strong. Your spiritual presence, like you start like backing away.
Yeah, the threat window.
No way.
Is more excessive there, right?
That's
like
crazy.
There's a personal space that I have. It's like you can gauge, but like there's like certain occupations like rowers, construction workers, like all these things that make you low key insanely strong. And like when you find out that someone does that thing, that means that they have a sleeper build. But then like rowing is like flexibility, and it's like a construction worker, right? Like they could just like from the weirdest angle just knock you out, because that's just like the like pulling shit from like a weird ass angle against OSHA rules or whatever. Like that's why, like, you know, for a normal person I could be here, but then you tell me that you do this, like then I'm like, all right, this is safe now. This is safe. Like not that I don't trust you, it's just like a you know, if I meet someone new and
it's a respect thing.
It's more like, you know, like we did a handshake, but now that I know you're a rower, it's like, okay, just in case you get the impulse to like kill me, you can't immediately do that. Like I can still have a chance of running first. It's the same thing as like when you sit at a restaurant or you sit at a place, you sit facing the front door so you could see the threat. You know what I mean? That's the same thing. Someone says that they're a rower, it's like, okay, all right, now I know that your legs insanely packed, super dense. I don't want to be near that.
That's
you know?
crazy.
Yeah. You know, it's the kind of
why do you just automatically assume that they're gonna like kill you?
It's not automatic. It's more of like you know, like self-defense. You know, I always got to be in a position of you know, like defensiveness. No one can take advantage of this. You know what I mean? And my superpower isn't rowing. It's not, and it's awareness. That's mine. You know what I mean? So when you're relying on that kind of a power, you have to use it correctly. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, like we talk about it in fiction. There's like very smart characters, but then they do dumb decisions because they overestimate themselves, and it's like they're not using their noggin. They're using their other noggin because they're too prideful. You know, gotta.
So are you constantly on the lookout for people who can kill you then?
Oh yeah. What do you mean? I can sniff them out. We talked about this earlier on a different episode. Like there was one.
And if somebody's a rower, it just triggers your fight or flight. You're just like, I gotta get out of here.
In someone's a rower, it's more like a conscious, like, what, you know, versus there's other athletic professions you can visibly tell. It's like, oh, this guy plays soccer, that guy
how
plays
high would you rank rowing on your threat assessment?
rowing is in like rowing is like full body. If they're doing it professionally and they do it like weekly, like for like on a national level even, that says a lot. That says a lot. And now, you know, they could be the guy who just shouts the orders and you can maybe tell that, but I've met a few rowers and all of them, if they wore short sleeves, you could see the definition, you know what I mean? It's like not bulky, but that shit is dense. You know what I mean? The meat is dense there, and you don't want to fuck with that meat. You know. So I don't know where I'd place them. It's been a little bit, but
Would they
rowers I would put it
would they be in
high.
the just guessing? Would they be in the top 10 percentile of threats?
Um, I wouldn't say top 10% because there's other thing like like
If there's
there's
some,
other
oh my god, if there's something even worse and scarier than a rower, I don't even want to know.
No, the thing with
Keep them
rowers,
away from me.
it's not something you can see up front. That's the thing. It's like a sleeper build because when you do rowing, you're doing it like it's like a
Oh yeah.
yeah. So that's why you take that step back because you can't immediately tell. Like if they're wearing regular clothes, it's like oh they're
Oh no,
regular
I
people.
agree.
Yeah,
Rowing is great for the body.
yeah, that's the thing, but it's also something where it's like you're not gonna do rowing to get like an insanely like bulky body. It's gonna make you lean and dense, and that density is terrifying because that like when someone has a sleeper build, then it's like a concealed carry. You know what I mean? It's a threat you're not aware of, right? But if someone's holding their gun at their hip, it's like that guy has a gun. I know I need to be careful. You know what I mean? But you know that's the difference. It's like I can obviously tell what a football player looks like, and I'm immediately going to be carrying myself a little bit differently in front of like a 6'7" behemoth monster man. But with a rower, you could be next to a behemoth monster man and you would just never know. But a lot of rowers are really tall, but you know, lanky, dense. Like it's kind of hard to gauge. But rowers are easily one of the top sport sleeper builds. I think soccer is up there too a little bit, but no, soccer's definitely up there for sleeper builds. But you could tell a
Oh
soccer
yeah,
player. Yeah, you could tell a soccer
100%.
player. Yeah.
So you always assess the rut when you go out.
Yeah, always. My peripherals never turn off. That's why I like sitting in a dark room, because then my peripherals get rest. My peripheral vision is too
No,
strong.
nobody can kill you in your own home. No one to back away from.
Yeah. Except my son is getting quite strong. He's getting. I
If
gave
your
him.
son gets too strong, you're gonna have to throw your hands up and back away slowly.
Yeah, actually, I could say this now because this video won't go up until so it'll be after Anime NYC. Bringing my son to cosplay at Anime
Oh,
NYC. Yeah, we have a family cosplay. Do you want to take a guess at what he is?
um, I don't know actually. A
So
bumblebee.
well, it's One Piece, it's anime, and so um me and my wife are theoretical characters, so like we know their names, but we
Yeah.
don't and the character group is a family, and the my son is gonna be a main character.
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay, so do you have any ideas?
I'm assuming he's Shanks.
Ooh. Oh, that wait, why would you think I'd be for Garland? Do you think I would do the fucking
Yeah.
Nah, we're gonna do swordsman, yes, but he's gonna be Zoro, and we're gonna so I
Mm.
got him two swords, and then we're attaching a sword to one of his pacifiers, so then he can have the three sword style, and I gave him the two swords last night. The third one is coming today, and we're gonna customize it, but he was going nutty. Like I gave him it, and then he just started like I couldn't get past his defense. Like, it was insane. He was just like, every time I tried to go for the sword, he was just and I was like, whoa, 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 hold on. Who taught you this? This is insane. And I just could not relieve him of his weapons. And then the only thing I could do is I tricked him by I took the actual sword and I just gave him the sheaths. But then even then he was going sicko mode on me. Yeah, that was my
Babies
son
are
is the,
scary, Ben.
yeah, he's the only thing that can get past my peripherals. It's pretty quick too.
Yeah, one day you're gonna have to fight him for presidency.
Yeah, yeah. Man, presidency week, I forgot that that's where we started. And I'm just sitting there like, what's gonna happen? It's like almost guaranteed Trump 2024 unless some random hooligan comes in, right?
I hope a random hooligan comes in. I think that'd be kind
Yeah.
of cool.
Would you
Yeah,
vote for a random hooligan though?
probably.
Yeah.
Depends. If they can row, yeah, it's 10 out of 10.
I was just about to say that. It's like they're 10 out of 10 and then they row. What happens now? And then you're like,
Well,
like,
they got to have something more impressive on their sheet though than rowing.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, so like what if I've always wondered this because like people don't recognize it, but like military generals are really political. Like, and I've kind of like, like what if like a West Point decorated like military general goes and runs? Do you think they'd win against Biden and Trump?
They have to be charismatic. They have to be charismatic to some extent.
I feel like a military, like a decorated like military, that's you know what I mean? If you're there, then you're charismatic as fuck, you know what I mean? Cuz like
Yeah.
raising the ranks requires that, right? Like you can't just it's a whole political system on the military side.
Yeah.
So
They
I've
probably
always
have my
wondered
vote.
that. Yeah, I feel like now would be the best time for someone of
They could
that
probably take on a bear.
that's true. Yeah, you're right. I sat there like thinking like the last week I was gonna bring it up with my brother, but I was like, what if like a military general ran? I feel like now more than any time else before, in like post World War II, we would not admire, we would respect isn't the right word. We would welcome that. I don't think any other like era we would really welcome like a military presence as the president, but I feel like right now, given all the world news, like Russia and Ukraine last year, or no, that was this year. Like the fact that Russia had a coup like that, and like they had to defend the capital against like this random military general, that tells me like, yo, what if the US like needed that, or not needed that, needed protection? Could Biden protect against a coup like that? I don't think
No.
so. I don't even think Trump could either. Like what would he do? Throw all the trumpets like at them? Like no, I don't think that they would save him even a minute against like an actual military presence. Ah,
There's
man.
no way.
Yeah, there's
I don't
absolutely
think I don't think Biden can even defeat an average human.
like oh Matt, okay. Oh.
Now you put Biden and a rower in the same room, it's game over.
What if Biden had like what if one of his oh my god, I thought of the best ad campaign. No, he bikes like every weekend, and then like the other, like I feel like the first slander he got was he fell off his bike and hit his head, right? Like that was like some shit that happened this year.
He fell
Was
off his bike twice in 1 year.
yeah. I
While
was gonna
not
say
even
like
while not even riding it.
the best ad campaign for him would just be a decathlon. Like just cut to all these like athletic things that he could do. And then everyone would be that would be impressive. Like if we sat there and we saw like
I don't
Biden shooting
know.
threes, you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
like
okay,
Obama,
okay.
like Obama
Like
did that.
fake hype. I got
Yeah, but like he's doing that, and then like we get a video of him like shooting a soccer ball into thing, and then like Ronaldo's defending it, and he can't. Like obviously Ronaldo's not a goalkeeper, but like it's like oh my god, Biden scored against Ronaldo. That's it, and it's nothing to do with presidency, nothing to do with values. It's just like a minute every 10 seconds is a different like athletic feat. I think that would do wonders for Joe Biden. I think that would probably be the single-handedly most valuable thing to his campaign. Just the depiction of there's
of
no
him being
undoing.
young
Yeah,
and
there's no
athletic.
undoing and everything that he's done this year and last year and whatever. But like, my God, he needs something so simple like that. Trump would benefit. If Trump had a video where he shot threes after threes, he'd be immediately elected too. And put it in prison too. Put him in a jumpsuit. It's a prison court, and he's shooting threes. He gets elected 100%.
I mean, even if he
Um,
loses, he'll probably just like smooth talk his way out. You know,
yeah, yeah.
he'll turn it into a W because he's charismatic. Even if you hate him, he's charismatic.
The other thing is, people
If you
don't
could have a
recognize it.
30-minute dinner with somebody, I think I'd pick Donald Trump over Biden. I feel like if it was Biden, it might be like a Mitch McConnell moment. He just
I'd
might
be
stare at me for a little bit.
Yeah, like at least with Trump you get McDonald's. With Biden you get chocolate ice cream. I don't know which one.
Oh yeah, and then there's the whole ice cream debacle too. Yeah,
That's just like it's not even I don't care about the chocolate ice cream thing because like it there's like he's an old dude. There's so many weird clips. I care about the context of some of those clips more than the ice cream part. It could have been anything. It could have been mashed potatoes. It could have been sweet potatoes. The problem is that some of those clips just don't make sense. Like
he just really likes ice cream. I don't know
the
why.
the school shooting like the press thing. That one is just
That was
irredeemable.
crazy.
Yeah,
Did we
that
talk? We
one
talked about that before, right? I know
yeah,
we
yeah.
did, but was it on a podcast episode?
I think it was like we didn't talk about it like
Yeah.
seriously, but like we because I think we talked about that and the Dalai Lama in the same episode.
Mm,
Yeah, but like my God, like that doesn't even like the
that's
fact
pretty
that
funny.
it's not AI, the fact that like he's conscious, there's no, and he was happy. You know what I mean? Like he woke up.
He
That
didn't know
was like
what was going on.
yeah, like that is the
So
most like
to people who don't know, if you didn't watch that episode or you don't remember, there was a really sad school shooting that went down, and Joe
not that
Biden
there's a
was
happy school shooting.
yeah, there's not a happy one. I just want people to know that we're not laughing because oh woo school shooting, but it's like
Yeah,
Joe Biden and his whole press conference was wild. It felt like it felt AI generated. Like I almost didn't believe it when I saw it. But what happened was there was a school shooting. Joe Biden was supposed to talk to the press at like 3 o'clock or something. And then when he comes down, I think he's holding a thing of ice cream. And if he's not, he was talking about, oh, guys, don't worry. I'm just here for the ice cream. And he's like looking around for an ice cream machine. Joe
yeah,
Biden's a monster. He just
was
loves ice cream, man. He didn't
it
even
was
know why he
the
was there.
beginning and end, I think too. Like at the start, he walked past the podium and he said, "Look at those beautiful kids in the back. I got ice cream in the back too.
Yeah,
You guys
it's
want
just,
like it's some crazy shit like that?"
it
And
was
it's
just crazy.
like
It's just really unhinged.
it's
It
the
feels like a
fact
bit.
back in my day, you'd have to make up shit to make the president candidate look bad. Like the amount of shit that went from like Bush and Obama and Hillary, like no, Hillary is like the slippery slope, but like you'd have to make shit up. Like it's like, oh my God, like he's not born here. You know what I mean? Like you have to, but no, like like Biden's out here just like
That's pretty funny.
like
He's not born here, guys. Come on, get him out.
yeah, and do you see the moral equivalency of the craziest slander for Obama? Like there's other crazy, but as a presidential candidate, it's he's not American. He's not born here, so he's not like he doesn't pass a presidential requirement. For Biden, what do you pick? Is it coming to the school shooter podium and admiring the young kids in the back and offering them ice cream in no regards to the tragedy that just happened? Like what is the equivalent there? There's not
So
one.
funny.
And
That's
the
so
problem
funny,
is
dude.
it's not just that. Like there's so many things that it's like if Biden were black and he was not like he actually just wasn't from America, that wouldn't even be the biggest talking point. Nobody would denounce him for not being born in America. They'd be like, "Yo, he is weird. Like he's just doesn't make sense." Like I hate that that's not even like, oh my God. Like if someone was running and they're 34, right? You have to be 35 to be president. like the fact that people aren't even denouncing, like, hey, he can't run, he's 34, right? But instead the person's not able to run because they're talking about, like, what's the, like, they can't string coherent sentences together, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's just a confusing thing that, like, I feel like even like with the bad presidents that we grew up with, there was still like a, hey, I want to be the United States president when I grow up. You know what I mean?
Did you ever want to be the president one day? Like as a
Um,
kid, like has that ever crossed your mind? Like, oh, like I want to be the president of the United States.
it wasn't ever like number one, but it wasn't ever like a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
but now I feel like kids growing up, it's like, ew, the president, yucky. Like, I
yeah.
don't,
I don't think people grow up and want to be the president anymore. That's
and
like
that's a
that's a thing of
bad
the
thing.
past.
That's a bad thing in my opinion. That's
It's
an awful
because
thing.
we don't make it cooler. Like it's not like the strongest guy in the world or like some professional rower now. It's just like a guy who likes ice cream.
When
This is
you
what we would
okay,
devolve to.
okay, see, I was about to agree with you, and then you met me in the middle as a joke. I was gonna say, like, as far as inspiring children of the future, maybe we can take rowing off of the 10 list, because like I don't think a kid looks up at a rower like, wow, he's so much cooler than Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? Like I can see that. You know what I mean? But
But put a professional rower up there with the greats, just slip them in.
yeah, like there's
Whoa,
no,
Taylor Swift, LeBron James, and Mr. Rower. It's him.
yeah, like, oh my
Sorry,
god.
Swift.
Here, okay, in the decathlon, what if we put karaoke? If they can sing, that's, I think a lot of people, that's impressive.
It's impressive, but I wouldn't care if my president sang or not.
Okay, that's
Actually, I would hate that more, to be honest. I hate musicals. I hate like flash mobs and karaoke. So,
okay, but they're not like, okay,
oh
okay,
man, if I was watching like a presidential debate
yeah.
and dude starts singing, I would turn off the TV.
Okay,
I'm out, dude.
see, okay,
I'm not gonna
the
watch
reason
that.
why I said singing, not all singers can dance, but like I feel like I want a president with rhythm. Like the ability, for me, it's like the ability to do things, you know, like dancing, singing. Like if I saw my president of the United States at like a ball, like a Met Gala, a type of shit or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're like dancing, right? And they looked awful, they would not get my vote. You know what I mean? Like I don't want an embarrass. I want a super cool, like all around. You know what I mean? Like a James Bond. Like James Bond could do everything. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Like that's what I mean by like.
But here's the
Like,
thing: even if they, I wouldn't care if they can't do it either. If it's
yeah,
if they have the potential to learn how to do it, because most people who go
exact
to like a gala, they don't exactly know how to dance for the most part. They just kind of learn
yeah,
like a day before.
exactly. That's what I mean. The can it does Biden have the capacity to
But that
learn?
that
No.
yeah. I mean, like I feel like that's such a low bar though.
It
Like
is what
they
it
need
is.
the ability to learn rhythm.
Hey, some people don't have rhythm. Some people just don't. And
Well,
you know what's
most people
funny?
don't get trained though, or like they don't practice.
And and that's it's you. I feel like I feel like I stumbled upon something. I feel like, have you ever watched a Miss Universe? Like one of those Miss World whatever things, like the pageants?
Miss Universe?
Yeah,
No,
like where like Miss USA goes against Miss Venezuela and like all of these other things. So you haven't watched it.
nope.
Yeah, my mom loves to watch. She's so she always gets mad at me. She's just like, you didn't tell me the thing. I was like, I don't watch this shit. I only watched it when I was young because you put it on. She's just like, yeah, but I missed it because of you this year. And I'm like, why would I know when this shit is? And it's always, I feel like it's always in a busy weekend that this stuff is on. But besides the point, in Miss Universe, they do like a talent contest they do like a visual, like they wear like a bikini or something, and then they do a cultural thing, and then they have like two questions. Like they have like a what would you do if you won Miss Universe? Or and then they hit them with like the most political random question, like how do you think we should solve world hunger? And then the person's expected to give like an answer in 1 minute, and they end up sounding crazy. Sometimes they sound really, really smart, and that's really cool. But I feel like maybe the presidency should be like that. Like it should be like a beauty pageant.
No.
Because they do talent shows and stuff, and like that's impressive, you know what I mean? And there are people who look at like, oh, I want to be like Miss Ireland when I grew up. But like we don't have people saying like, oh, I want to be president of the United States. Like, so maybe they're doing something better than, I don't know. I don't know.
No. I'd rather just the president be a strong person that's logical, they're smart, well spoken, charismatic.
Okay, but like strong, like arm wrestling strong?
Just generally strong. Like they don't have to be like jacked, right? They don't have to be like Liver King, but I'm just saying, like, just in general.
Yeah, but like how would
they
you
look like they can just run a little bit.
So now
they can run a mile.
Okay, so like Mr. Universe, like what do we have all of them stand up there like in the buff with like they're oiled up and we see like their muscle definition? Like
No.
What do you mean? But like if you're saying that's the criteria to base,
we need just feats on paper. Like go back to that island you were talking about.
Yeah.
Just put like 50 bears on that island. 50 bears, 50 tigers, 50 panthers, 50 cobras.
Okay,
now if they and 100 cannibals. If they survive 20 days there with no items,
I don't think
no starter kit, then you know what? Yeah, they got my vote.
I don't think any. Hold on. One, I don't think anyone's surviving that. Two, like why? Hold on. Why did you throw in 100 cannibals? Like were the 50 tigers, 50 bears, 50 lions not enough?
Because here's you need like a humanoid challenge, right?
Okay, so then if you wanted the what equivalent is the 50 tigers to 50 lions? Like why did you throw in 50 big cats? Like
just to have variety. I'm all about diversity, Par.
Okay, all right. For the viewers' sake, I just need to ask those questions. Those very important questions. Okay, see where my mind went and where your mind went is very different because, like, I feel like nobody survives that. Like, Liver King doesn't survive that. So Liver King barely surviving his own liver by all like regards because we don't know anything true about him. But the other side of it, I was thinking like, like in middle school, like we all like did like the state requirements of running a mile and doing 50 push-ups, like, but like the other part of it is like we did it in front of each other. Half the bullshit in my opinion is like we have like the Surgeon General come out and tell us like, oh, Donald Trump is peak health, peak fitness, peak everything, and then Biden is completely okay. And it's like, yeah, you're bullshitting. I don't know how you got the Surgeon General position, but my God, like this is the worst. Like you're lying to yourself. It's very apparent. I just want them to go to a middle school and do the state requirements with a bunch of middle schoolers. Can they do that? If yes, I think we got something. Like, can they run a mile? I don't think Biden or Trump can. Like under 7 minutes, you know what I mean?
I don't think they could even under like severe duress.
Yeah. So like I feel like that's something. You know what I mean? Like if you're running for it, there has to be a physical workout. I agree with you. There has to be like if we put middle schoolers through a physical thing, we should put our president through a physical thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like why are we isn't it like like we're awful people. Why are we forcing like physical chores on middle schoolers?
Well, no, I agree with that one.
No, I agree with that one, but like, so why can't the president be held to the same standards as a middle schooler?
Yeah.
That's what it is. We need to hold our presidents to the same standards as middle schoolers. Oh my, it's that simple. That's going to be the agenda. Can Biden beat a middle schooler? Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Are you stronger than a fifth grader?
We should man, speaking of like middle schoolers working out, we should keep it to where like what's it called? Like physical education is required all throughout school.
Yeah.
Because it isn't.
I'm with that.
Yeah, I feel like it should be. No.
Wait, when does it stop? What do you mean? Isn't it
It stops
required?
after elementary school in America.
Wait, what? In
Yeah.
middle school? Wait, I had it in middle school and high school. What do you mean?
It's there, but it's not required.
It was definitely required. It was definitely required. In high school, we opted out if you were on a sports team.
Oh, well, here in where in Oklahoma, there's not a
Damn.
requirement for that. Yeah.
That's whoa. That's an interesting thing.
Yeah,
Um,
Oklahoma's kind of a beast, but at the same point, like I feel like it should be required for all the states.
yeah.
It's kind of
I
like how
think
China's doing Tai Chi, except I really don't think we should be doing Tai Chi. That's just stupid. Have
wait,
you
did
seen
we
that?
talk I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but I saw like all college students have to do like martial arts or some shit. And then they like had a video of like the freshmen, like they did a martial arts circle, and it's like every single Chinese freshman just decimates every United States freshman because like they're just out there doing like every normal, like the most normal looking Chinese college student is out there doing nunchuck backflips, like breaking bones and shit. And it's like the US nerd in China is like a black belt over there. Like the standard is like that. And it's like, I'm not even like, there's this video and I'm like, whoa, what do you mean? And it's like every single person in this video just demonstrated beyond like peak athleticism in America. And it's just casual. They're like, what the fuck happened? What are they doing?
I don't know what video you watch. I saw almost the exact opposite.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah. Because
Maybe it's different.
Tai Chi is a joke of a martial
Oh,
art.
Tai Chi. I just I was being racist and I heard like a martial arts. I just
Oh no, you're
put it
good.
in the
We all get a
karate.
little bit racist sometimes about the
Yeah,
Chinese. Don't worry.
yeah. Tai
Yeah.
Chi, karate, you know.
Yeah,
Uh
no, like apparently so they made Tai Chi a required thing for everyone up until college.
okay.
But Tai Chi is kind of a joke where
Wait,
it's
that's just
all
like
about
yoga.
yeah, exactly. It's like all about
Yeah. I
channeling
did
your
Tai
inner
Chi.
chi.
Yeah. I did Tai
And then
Chi.
if you ever see like the Tai Chi masters, they're like these guys who like send you spiritual blasts. It's kind of crazy.
Well, that's the fake shit. Like it's because I did Tai Chi because there was a few other things. All the other stuff was like lamer though, but like I did Tai Chi, but my Tai Chi person was a weapons master. And she was insane. Like she was this old, like she looked like Master Roshi. I said this story before,
Was she
and
bald?
almost. And she had
That's
videos of her
crazy.
going to like a Tibetan mountain, and there was a bunch of people there. And it was like you can tell when like shit's not serious and shit is serious. And like there's like a fine line, especially when it comes to like Westerners going there and then coming back and teaching shit, right? And then also she's teaching it at a school. But she got my respect because one of the classes, well, I think I goaded her into this prospect because like she vaguely mentioned like, oh, like this form is for spears and swords and whatever. I was like, I feel like one of the classes like I didn't
If
say
you
like
see a
what do you,
Viking roaming towards you, this is what you need to do.
and I was like, what?
She
I
whips
was
out
like,
her ancient technique.
I said
Oh
something. I
man.
said two things. I'm always like I always make jokes, but like I said something like, "Oh, I thought like Tai Chi was more like the whole thing that you've been teaching us is like relaxing and whatever." And she's like, "Yeah, that's because I've been teaching you the like the relaxing parts of Tai Chi. There's a whole martial like there's a martial part of Tai Chi that was used in like military aspect." And I was like, "Why haven't you been why are you teaching college age students like lame ass shit?" And I was like, and then I said something along the lines of, what do you know? I said like, what do you know about like this? I said it in a funny way. I don't remember exactly. And she was just like, she singled me out. I think she went to her car and she came back with like a thing, and she used me as demonstration, and she did pretty solid. But then the next class she came back with weapons and gave us all weapons. She's like, nobody has ever instigated this situation, but don't, she said something along the lines of like, as long as you guys don't tell like the dean that we're doing this, it's fine. So like instead of going inside like into a normal gym or whatever where there's like people who could give oversight, we went outside and she gave us like weapons. and she went through weapon stuff, and I was like, this is actually legit. This is and then she did a whole like 10-minute demonstration that would like require stamina, and like most people in that class could not complete even if they knew the moves because it was that like physically requiring. Or whatever physically I forget the word, but so there's like real Tai Chi, and then there's fake Tai Chi, and then there's like Tai Chi is primary. Like she would agree that Tai Chi is like more of like a yoga type of thing, but there's like an aspect to it where it's like actually impressive. But that's just funny that like they required Tai Chi. It's so weird. Of all the things to require, like imagine the U.S. required Pilates.
It's a part of the Great Rejuvenation, is what China's calling it.
Rejuvenation of what?
The Chinese culture. Because Tai Chi's like deeply rooted in there. So
so it's not like a physical thing. They're trying to make you one with
a
the
little
mountain.
bit of both. A little bit of both. They
Mm.
are trying to like use it as like, hey, our middle schoolers are Tai Chi experts.
Yeah, see, like I hear that, and I don't think like they can beat me in a fight. I hear that, and I'm like, man, they sound calming. they sound like they'd be chill as fuck. But like, that's
I
my
just feel bad. I'm like, they got scammed.
like Tai Chi's the thing where it's like it's not like rowing. You know what I mean? Like if someone told me they did Tai Chi for many years, I don't take a step back.
Well, I don't know. Tai Chi versus so I mean, but what if they are like Tai Chi masters though?
No
They send like
way.
an invisible chi ball towards you. Like, what do you do against that?
Okay, see, Tai
Because with
Chi.
rowing, you already know what you're fighting, right? You already know what you're fighting. You're like you're fighting against a guy who has a lot of stamina. He's probably jacked underneath. Who knows? Tai Chi, like, are they a fake Tai Chi expert and you're gonna whoop them because they only do yoga, or are they a real one? Like that's a threat right there. You never know. Like, what's
Okay,
walking through that door? Are they gonna hit you with the ball of chi and you're just gonna pass out and they're gonna kill your family? Like, who knows?
okay. So like
They
a
use
profession like
dismantle,
an
cut you in half.
MMA, like a 5'6" MMA, right? That
Yeah,
person lethal weapon, right? 5'6" Tai Chi master. You would have to
spiritual
find
weapon.
that one guy in the world who is like a physical weapon, like a lethal weapon, right? In regards, it's like if someone said like I've been doing Tai Chi for 20 years and I've been rowing for 20 years, I'm more afraid of the rower than the Tai Chi person. Like in 99, I would, if I happen to be with that one guy on the planet that I should have respected, that was the 20-year Tai Chi master, that's like 5'6", and like I don't overtly see the threat, then I'm sorry, I picked the wrong odds. Like, fuck, sucks to me. But like, I think in most regards, that mental, you're safe. You know what I mean?
Like, imagine this part. You're at a mall one day, you, your
Yeah.
wife, your son, like your whole family's there. The in-laws are there too, and you guys are all walking down, and then all of a sudden you see 100 people running away, and they're all screaming. And you're like, oh my god, is it you're like, is it a shooting? And then they're like, no, run, he's a Tai Chi expert. And then you see this 5'6" guy, he's not built well, like a little bit of a belly going on, he's a little bit stubby in the arms, and he's just doing this. And then like 20 people, every time he does it, 20 people just drop to the floor like flies. And then he's slowly walking towards you and your family. Do you run away? Like,
I
do
want to
you say, I'm so sorry, like, let's get out of here, guys, we
I
have to
want to
leave?
back
Like,
it
what
up
would
real
you
quick.
do?
When you said people are running and they're screaming like Tai Chi, Tai Chi, my first reaction, and this is real, I'd be like, bubble tea? Where? Like, my wife would be looking
And
for
the
the
next thing
bubble
you
tea.
know, like, you'd be like turning your head looking for the bubble tea, and then your head slowly falls off your shoulders. Like, it's game. Like, come
We
on,
need
what do
to
you do
make
against
a
that?
horror movie where it's like Slender Man, but Tai Chi. Like every time you see him, he just does one of these, like, whoosh, and then you're in like the frame of reference flips, and then you see a head rolling because when he did that, he decapitated you. Like this is
Now, you
crazy.
just remind me of a movie I'm gonna watch pretty soon
Oh no.
called Slaughterhouse.
Okay,
It's on.
Slaughterhouse with a sloth.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's a sloth horror movie where there's this sloth that gets adopted by a sorority, but I forgot what happens. Like the girl's gonna go on a date and she's like, "Oh, like I'm sorry, buddy, I can't have you in the house." So she puts the sloth outside in the rain, and then I think he gets struck by like electricity or something, and then he comes back as a serial killer sloth, and he just kills everybody.
We I thought this was going complete because sloths. I don't sloths have like STDs on their claws. Like I thought that's
Maybe,
where this was
yeah. I
going.
mean, it kills everyone, but also the sloth. The whole gimmick is like they're like, oh, the sloth is really slow. You know, he can't. What is he gonna do? Catch us? Ha ha ha. And then you see the sloth running down the hallway and everything. It's kind of nuts.
Again, when you said like, "What is the sloth gonna do?" and then I was and like, "What are you gonna catch us?" and then the sloth like pulls out like the breaks the fourth wall and is like, "You can't run from gonorrhea, bitch!" and then like because is it koalas or is it sloths? I'm pretty sure one of them have like if you shouldn't touch their claws because they have all the STDs on them. Sloth STD claws. Is it? Is it the?
You're gonna have some explaining to do to your wife later.
Oh,
Looking
I
up
mean,
sloth STDs. You're like, honey,
koala.
have you been sleeping with the sloths outside? What's going on?
Okay, so yeah, koalas have chlamydia. So
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Wait, have you seen that? Okay, but we're getting close to an hour, so we have to end off here in a little bit. But
yeah,
have you seen the video with the guy getting fucked by a horse?
like from like when we were middle school.
No, I mean
There's
maybe.
a new one.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think that?
There's
You
one
think
that's
that?
floating around online, and I remember like I looked it up and I was like, what the hell's
Why
going
did
on
you? Okay,
here?
see, you just said I needed to explain things to my wife. What is that? Hello? What is that Google search?
It's on Hulu or not Hulu? Twitter.
Hulu.
Yeah, not Hulu. That's Hulu's Slaughterhouse. It's on Twitter, and I was like, whoa, what? That's crazy, man.
I was like, this Hulu is like box office, like movie type.
Yeah,
You have to really go out of your way. Man, fucked by horse. You see a documentary film on this shit. It's not, you don't
it's
see clips
crazy,
on
dude.
Hulu. Oh
I didn't
no.
expect it, but
Okay,
I
hold
just
on. You're saying it like as if you saw, like it's on Twitter and you see stuff?
yeah,
What? Oh
yeah.
no. Oh no.
It's
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Okay, hold on. To I don't want to end the podcast on this note. Um, but I realize the horse conversation really spurred a memory that I realized. It's like back in the days, our founding fathers days, I think one of the things that made you impressive, that like because you had to do this, was horse riding. Do you think we should have like Biden and Trump like horse ride?
Nah.
No. All right. That was a quick one. I didn't know what to segue from horse fucking to the presidential thing. Like I didn't know what to do with that one. Other than like there was another segue I could have been like, damn, Twitter is really a shithole. But like, we've already talked about that at length. So and
Yeah,
I guess that
Twitter's kind
guy
of crazy.
really got the lengths of the horse in that one. Wait, is
Yeah,
he
like
alive? Because the middle school
yeah, he's
version.
alive.
Oh, so we evolved a little bit because I remember the middle school when around middle school time when I'm pretty sure there was a video like there was two girls, one cup, and then there was the horse thing, and you fell in two camps. Like you either watched one or the other, or both, or neither, and you kind of made judgments about people based off what they saw. But the horse one, that guy died. So
No,
good
this
on
guy's
this
still
guy.
alive. He's still alive, kicking and having sex with his
Mhm.
horse.
Now, it's again.
Apparently, he does it often.
Oh, he's been training.
Yeah, he trained the horse to have sex with him. He literally called the horse's name. He bent over and it was game. I was like, that's insane. I only know that because my wife put me on it. She was like, hey, if I saw this, you have to see it. I was like, oh god.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair logic.
Just randomly scrolling, you see a guy getting done in by a horse. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, yeah. There's many memes that could be said about that. It's like, like the guy she tells you not to worry about or whatever. Like that meme, putting it over there. It's fucking horse. Oh god. Well, but in this situation, it doesn't even make sense because it's the guy doing it. The meme would be the when he says, when he asks what he's doing and he says nothing, or and then it's that, or it's like, when you're worried about him cheating and then it's this, and it's like, oh shit. Well, that's arguably worse. I don't know where I was gonna go with the meme spins, but hey, um, we're that much close. Oh no, he can't get. Damn. I was gonna say
What?
we're that much closer to your like fantasy world where we get like hybrid people.
Yeah, no. I don't think the first one I'd want is like a horse person. I think I'd go with like a
Shark.
maybe shark, yeah.
Yeah. Shark.
Or like a
Sharks
tiger
are the best.
person.
Sharks are the most impressive creatures. You know?
I feel like we do the shark, that would I feel like that's got to be like update 2.0.
Oh, because they're too OP first patch.
Well, there's just so many fish out there. Like it's gonna take a while to get all the fish in. I feel like
Yeah.
shark would be like a 2.0 update.
Well, I'll have you know, sharks were gods first. They were in the first patch almost because sharks are like older than dinosaurs, older than trees even.
Yeah, that's
Sharks are
fine. I mean, like I'm not basing it off of like how long they've been on this corporeal realm. I was just like, hey, we should go with something we'd see more commonly, like a I don't know, like a dog person,
dog person.
dog person,
Interesting.
cat person, like mountain lion person.
We're already close to there. The people get like the full body transformation tattoos and like the body modifications to become like lions and shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're getting
Yeah.
close.
Yeah. We're almost there, guys.
I
There's a
saw a
future to
guy
look
who
forward to.
I saw a guy who cut off his nose and ears,
Yes.
and he's just like
I
a ghoul, like a something straight out of Fallout 3.
yeah. The between that guy, the Barbie guy, the tiger guy, we're getting close to the next human 2.0 guys. Look forward to it. The patch is coming. Download it immediately.
Yeah, stay up to date, or else you won't be able to log into your Minecraft server.
I need to see
All
the
right,
ads
well,
for humans 2.0.
yeah. With that being said, hey, thank you guys for stopping by.
That's what you want to call it.
Yeah,
Make sure to row on to the next episode of the 50/50 podcast.
it's yeah, it's gonna be there, guys. Thanks for stopping in. We'll
Yeah.
catch you later.
Peace out.